Today I'm going to be showing you a little bit about the SoilSaver composting bin that I bought to experiment with composting in my backyard while we're still setting up the commercial composting system that will not have these type of bins. We're still trying to figure out whether we want to have a 3-bin system just for demonstration and then have a much larger composting operation on a larger site somewhere else. But in the meantime, I want to play around with composting in my backyard, just kind of see what kind of issues I run into and what works and what doesn't. It's always a super good idea to set up a composting bin in the dead of winter here, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to clear the snow out from over here, and then I'm going to move this SoilSaver composting bin into the space back there where it's a little bit more flat and level ground. One thing I did with this bin that was different, all these little screws in here, I replaced them. They came with plastic screws and little nuts on them, and it didn't seem like that was going to last for very long, so I just replaced those the other day and had a little bit of a challenge with this lid over here, just trying to get these handles on, but nothing that a metal file and a hammer couldn't fix, so I'll be putting those together here. But first I'm going to clear off this space over here. Okay, so I've cleared out the snow from under where I'm putting my composter, and I'll show you what I did to get it started. So I shoveled the grass to get the snow off of it, and then I moved my composter into the spot where I want to keep it. And then I started off by adding a couple inches of semi-dried leaves from my yard. Still have about a garbage can full of it left. I didn't get all of them in. Just started deciding to get this right before the snow started, so everything else is kind of hard to get the leaves now when everything's under snow. So I've got the composter into place. We've got some leaves to start with, and I'm going to go ahead and start putting in the compost that I've been collecting from my kitchen scraps. And so inside I usually keep this little bin, and I just throw this out daily. I keep this 5-gallon bucket here right next to the back door, so it's easily located, and it's got a pretty tight top onto it to keep it all in there. As you can see in there, there's a mixture of coffee grounds and lettuce and a whole bunch of like ripped up paper bags and stuff that I got from the grocery store. So I'll be adding that into the composter. So I've got my food waste from my kitchen scraps in here, and I just am putting in fruits, vegetables, and eggshells. No meat, no cheese, no dairy, no nothing. I don't want to attract any critters with this, so at this point it's just a little bit, as much browns as I can throw in there, as well as our food scraps. So basically what I'll do all winter is I'll just keep layering in this and let it sit. I'll probably start actually doing some composting in the spring when it warms up a little bit, but I'm not really expecting or anticipating anything in the next couple months because of the temperatures here. So I will just go ahead and put on the lid here and keep filling it up and lock it down and see what happens in the spring.